Maneva say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
Now he was making the point say onotiho as a party officer no. Who say more appointees ni mu bi no as a mono munya position we no. Mo yi party na sawra mo ave mo fi party for ni bio. And position by now you are some of you are making new friends outside party for na was a mo shop no legitimate concern from a national officer meboa.
The concern no me ni mangla no free but I saw the video man was before be press and them am say but I saw your appointee
Mustafa oh so only the enya appointee so no
yeah one of them man
or a deputy director operations Jubilee House Jubilee House
multimedia
no
it is all your appointee
sure
or falling under presidential staffers
yes
some so me
presidential staffers sure
into me nyina so be your appointee into appointees be ansem no kan category but you see me there me woni me name na me nya hypocrite
yeah
or your appointee into if appointees be mun treat be mun your kan bi yenya isa kasa no wonim de nipa ye wo form. Do you know what we are doing to some of the party supporters no omunim ye ne nkofo relationship. If you come out, don't be talking as a saint, like a saint. Me, I hate it when people speak that way. That is my position as a party. I'm also a party officer at the region.
Yeah.
He's also a party officer at the national level. Yama ye nyina akwenya se yensom. Meboa. Nti e toda me mo bi nkasa te say de ono no oye more holier than no. Yes, I need to build the political party. I know na ye nuamu ye bi o mabre no. Still they are suffering in opposition. See about committee composition. Enti Mustafa, you are my senior. I respect you. My boss, Sammy Gyamfi. Don't incite the party faithful. You can the party faithful against the government appointees. Yani a shadow donor. But you acquire papa no more former. We won't come and sit here and talk about it. Unim the way my party from. Me tell you.
Yeah.
Unim the me. And I'm a Malik, new roots. Minia Director General.
Roots said or national service. Malik, why?
Unim the Obia my party for. And don't be talking in a way a bit me inside party for and say, as our appointees in the Yapshi and with the free party. No, we are still holding a very FM.
Now, some way, you man, some national executives, and Yahweh. At the end, Yahweh,
now, my budget allocation, the finance ministry at the moment.
Sure.
Inti, me work plan, I have a medical. Ministry, near the account, and I work plan, guys, I'm the Magwandi. He's my party top officer. But me, me politics now, me, and me, Yanachumo. Say, unim se Malik, ne ya DNA, friend of Kukumon and Kasa. Unim se Sammy Gyamfi na ya de na nya friend kukuom na ne nkasa ba sa obegina bonte akasa se wo na ye the best among us me dem time so meka ho asem. So we are doing our best.
Okay.
Although say obia nya de ope, but we are trying our best to manage it. Inti yesre no. A thought political communication don't be too emotional. And a thought na say o kan party mu asem a be measured. On say no be na ye nuanom ye na anu ada o wi a ye nya healing process from the ate committee no. So we are coming there. What am I saying?
Okay.
So we should be measured how they cancel. We are in government now. The government is for the people of Ghana. NDC as a political party belongs to the party. Yeah, registered members. Yeah, the political party no. So you blend it. I was saying when you looking more nationalistic.
Yeah.
So as a government official, we inside the party for the tier appointees, ministers, and CEOs. Now what will you gain? Huh? I had them account to myself.
Yeah, I get
Obi, so you expect me say, Obi, I me buano many piano hospital, but me between kusi say I'm a young announcement. Is that what he's expecting from me? Me other colleagues appointees, no, the omoye no, Obi amra bonte no make us say the me mango. No, yes, I run nearby. So your best Mustafa.
Okay.
He's a senior party member. Me share video no man your fool now share. But the way I know Kasano made them any anyo. Minim say sa na me colleagues appointees in so ho mo ni nyeden. Enye ho no so ya appointee ye ni nyina. Enti party for na mutie me no. Eye yi a ye ni Mustafa Bandi na ye ni yi anye yi oka ho bi.
Obi, Eric has suddenly become a pastor and a preacher. Not too long ago, he was referring to people as connection men. Politics. Kamal Dean Abdullahi and Kamal Dean.
Kamal.
Connection man.
We na near there no too na okoye last hour baby in and koye.
Saudi Arabia.
Oba Arabia kwa no de ba. Or the bay 50.
Anyways, now say who will be kafa committees na NPP for quickly, yes.
Me that's it. Say senior kasa kekan nyina wie na de ba uja for so ya na. And nothing na me ba ya o mention Mustafa video na me se me hwe me kramani ayi kasa no. You see I can fo bu baby say fide chi aboa
ni sunko
and uja no so.
And so ni sunko.
And I can for cry na say bu baby say obufo when you saw very adwetia and cry ohunu
ye
o say boy ma fi na de boy
o say boy ma fi sure
ono cry say wadane ato
wadane ato o fi mi krom o fi mo sen so
good ya me fa na crazy be mi enu amabui no o che de mechanics na no ada na omoko internal elections omoko yi flag bearer and someone na omoko na krom aye nim sem ye ne omo na net na and uncle for a mentally challenge be more adwene ye adwuma would you be called UNA
yeah
go come at the faka we can see we nye trustworthy we are the education ministry or no there no ye teacher for we free credit engineering recruit and some more kind America nya de kind and ne omato abawi even how to do reconciliation within the party. It is not done. But yati committees in your friend.
So more standing committees, no more sector specific committees.
Committees in the doors.
Oh yeah, doors. Committees in the doors.
Okay. Enti omato abawi. Omunti maintenance nka say healing process no kwa starting the same because and some will be more kind and a be obiti so.
I said no more, you're more family.
Three months,
healing process. No?
The
one who's a flag bearer across Rastra.
A crusade.
All the other.
Okay, that's good. Oh, my, we now say what die. So, best so, you said a whole lot of things in your internal elections, abusive languages. To the extent of calling some of them say mentally cry no money held say lead your party. Now of a sudden some of no more mental issues in it me the more form committee. Now some of na measure policy hey Obi once I didn't serious. I'm gonna me fiba not to say.
Okay.
Obi a ye election anu ada cook see ye bie ba koti so. Okay, unim cooker.
Oh, minim coca.
Madam Fia de Bio, hey.
Minim coca.
Inti say Canada, Japan, ye the super glue I saw the tree and ye abuse. Or can committees no?
Coca.
No, Kennedy.
Yeah, honorable Kennedy, Japan.
Okay,
sure. I think job creation, employment also.
Obi and I be in it is so there. Obey the my job creation about. And I do trim so I can job creation.
No education.
Education. Oh, no, so I'm better now. I'm coffee back. We refinity. Or see a do chimpanzee teacher for an else recruit to a moment in Atifi. Into what sign the knuckle to education? Into a bed. Huh? And a Brian count.
Yes. Only intelligence.
I'm one of the country is a Brian Champon. Fertilizer and also the my party executives one far more. And no more Mulusu election. Until open so chairman say nipa na now born so boy say be what ton fertilizer say party for the ano. And then on no me then on me security so. Is that what they are telling us? Me can send you what that they na me ni cousin net here. Me say party co-opposition. Na mo kasa na mo ahwe mu bebubu mu nyina mo na mu wie na mo keka bo mu enye yi. Eno bi na asi ne no. Enti say wo te committee o keka kwabna Japan ne ho mu nyina bo mu. Just a muzzle of policy, not a policy committee. In a way to restrict some people not to talk.
Sir.
Yes. because the anti-committee and for Canadian James is here not start to say or go show down to across the country. Asemaba.
And why would he do that?
Say anti-committee is here and for document no no so or apology to Asemaba. Ya mfa kwabena Japan shim no no so start so or church in semu Asemaba nti sa dia yenye mazel policy. Yeah, restrictive in how you communicate. You know what the okay na asem no kora parliament na mbe take decision na mo de bekwa akotun kofo be ni mo masane so na ehunde obetimi aka nti enya policy committee
na bad say enya bad.
I mean tell say
political communication should be regulated.
Should be regulated. Because me starting my argument no me ma what I say we election process and kofo bi mo ayedidi o matem se bi mo ye mentally challenge at the 3 months ni the motor abanu ye 3 months no for sudden no mu nyina atiapo ebi mu anam se o mo ya akromfo 3 months ni o mu nyina dane and am de sankofo na form committee. Then I made a case say motor abanu even internally how to iron out issues. Ye bema party enya formidable front to even go back and thank the party people, thank you to even make sure say betimi ato national leadership aba ato regional aba ato constituency akoye police. That is not done. So indirectly no and no see any national leadership no number wo me yi national executives awie nti omo ba no tinton time. That is what they are doing. And some of us are young in politics but ya dwen ye ejuma and until America chose a policy committee no matter no a mazel policy, not a policy committee to restrict some people. And it's good for us in government. Because I believe strongly, say, where a political party, a united front, when you're more election, what is the
yes.
And once I know about 9 years, and be more can be more some more question committee. Yes, a tried knowledge. Because yeah, quite election. Who are large Baumia camp,
and that is will be
our.
Go with that. You go with that. And
but what I'm saying is because I'll share for almost all the committees now, ranking members in parliament, no, it was so as co-chairs. In him say minority, so yeah, they take positions on national issues at the caucus level. In the how would that be done now? Committees in this statement about minority. How will it be done?
Okay, so. Proposal no flag bearer with his team thought of it, discussed it with party, but it has to go to the also called the highest decision making body of the party. Yeah. And the directive from the party is that for the committees parliamentary caucus which is the committee members
yes.
are automatic members of each of the committee.
Each committee. Okay.
Now, say the said the more example last 2 weeks as I say Kenyans and Sammy na your friend is saying committee energy na on my
that's in parliament
sure. No my statement
sure
going forward no and sign as a statement no omobeye no e was say omone committee
so set a specific committee
no and discuss
okay.
So intina ranking e was
no
Abuaji also honorable Abuaji also
okay.
Into also near discussing na we would your those team knows about so far. I think they've put.
So almost they would even populate the committee.
They are populating it.
Okay.
Their platforms are being populated.
Okay.
So far, there's about 20. I think 20 in our platform so far. But
on the energy committee.
On the energy platform.
But what was put out the number about 7. 4.
Yeah, energy 4. The chairman, the co-chair, no 5.
5.
Chairman, co-chair, and
spokespersons and a
secretary. That's the 5. But on the actual platform, no, almost populate.
Okay.
They are still doing it.
Okay.
I think that by General Secretary he has to trace it by 25th inauguration. No more population.
No full complement
of the committee.
Okay.
Now Obaba platform this so. Yeah, be discuss it. You discuss here. Then maybe a bit more. You have more assignment. Say there, nipa say mun di kutahu. Reporting because various people, ministers, former CEOs, all of them are part of. Okay. They will have institutional memory and expertise. Okay. Then omo the bar. Now you co-chairs no. Yahwe. na ye flag bearer discuss. Then now flag bearer directing who should do the press release, whether it should be done in Parliament or should be done
at the party level.
Okay. Then or also assume with the mood Rumiameka. Then maybe we advise him to also issue the statement. Then he will now decide to issue statement. That is the formula that I know so far. Going forward, it might change.
Based on evaluation. Because I mean, one question I'm pressing, but I think you've answered that already with the facts of more populating committees. Because after say or more publish a list, the feedback on social media was and NPP for the same known names, the same known faces. I don't know, more fresh blood, new people with new ideas. Emma Oshe committees are part in that over the years. Names video they be and all of that.
See,
those were genuine concerns.
Very, but I na emabunu TBBS. To me, whom baby I will call and someone unless only be a free bar. You want penuphobia, they have institutional memory. To me in Jawo Musa
a simple FM
who share the likes of McMenu Obiamwa Ejuma opese foforo bi beyero obi kro nyi bi dawo enti wono ba na so almost no na edurumre bi no mo yankwara wo bi ase enti the wealth of knowledge McMenu Obiamwa all these in penimfo ne wono Fred Owari to me say yankofa afufro no more emremuna how are they even going to that starting enti afufro ni bewremu a now wasua wo mo na ase then the next time no now so abeye panyini wo but say ka say to if you mpanimfo aguni akofa embabunu abetena ho na de omo no enye mpanimfo ya na ase na omo ko enti mboburu na omo nyanto wase we know enye regional balance my platforms need be and a region way and I say it's about regional balance. When your appointment appointment they boy aso regional balance in constituency in Dr. Akase look on 2 million now every 10 constituency 10 appointments. Every constituency be a 10 appointment. He's still he or GD and now or the washemu can that be as obeyes idea. But at this stage, the various committees are now being populated. In fact, from what I was told yesterday, they're even going to ask the diasporas to even nominate somebody to be on there. And academia, they would get academia on there. The civil society for few said they want to know now we move. I think say and I mean also said then some more youthful guys maybe they are already added. There are some youthful ones on the platform. Youthful ones are almost no afena. Me no say I've been in the sector for so many years. But there are people that have been added. I'll get to know them. Almost also umenshia adi hunubi ebia almost nimbibia almost babe. But any remuno in cry ideas, innovative ideas be I am penning for new look, a dynamic is innovative and I think say abutre in here. Yanum de komu kwanki say. No more 2 futrogum and I wait the way I call secretary for we and pay program in some minya kakramintiasie say then I would do we call we secretary and PC and I di young guaguso. See ye be chagata or in kuntum nimna in gona fanfinfi see the ngunu gubo from near the 2 bobanchina yet abona pampem if I'm home. Very well. And because I think at the back to the dominating headlines was the fact that in conform when Dr. Baumia contested in why you in our co-chairs. I think it dominated headlines. I'll come and pick your thoughts on that. But Eric, Akwaba, it's saying Adum now, sir. Adum. Bibi Ekwe. Oh, Adum Ekwe.
And sure say Ghana for being at your pedia, but more muji nyamia. Munim se enye hwe kra no nyamia ye bi nti omo mu ye nyamia ye no ya se nyame de wa ye bi se enye nyamia asem na kofoka aban o mato aban na se koyi yes na bible se yankopon hira ne manipa ye odefo brejuma de mfemi nka ho eno nti na meka se wonom a wonom ye nyamia ye no omunim se ye ti president Mahama se menchiao
Mejeneso.
Gusua or Yejuma. Say when him say legal education.
Yeah, was sent to the
presidential assent.
Yes.
I dear back when I mean Kafa and say John Mahama dear. Okaso Beya dear on fence in any noon.
Yes.
Near my hood was Shagana for Bodo na ya dear. Why?
Oh, yeah.
It be mini or Bobia ya betina. Ghana Medical Trust.
Yes.
Fund. Yes, in opposition. No, that's science. Yayo. And now share and someone a minu abanoka. You could see, say, or mobile and chair, but omoibi. And your kind near no credit in a catcher. 30%, 30%, and 40%. And I'm what staffers Nina and
Usika Komubi.
Oh, yes. President Catcher is in appointees, young contributor quota. Those are the appointment one office of the president. No more tea in idea from that.
Oh, okay. The tenor at source.
Yes,
everybody at all.
And I think good. Say, you better make it here. Edia show be on Tiapo.
Yeah.
Bible says, "O mamu in Shirachan
Oje."
To see a year Christopher Idie. And near my beboa ama asunja bahnipa huatonu biano. I drive on age, man. In fact,
so far so good.
Buy and chair, but why message now me send there now on Tias. I was so you need papa. The Juma show on South me in ye. Or no, I come and I draw case in opposition. Would you any more Bobby and him say?
I draw case,
show care. Into opposition, I draw case. And I have a bemun, Madame
Mahama.
It's a near my original. Like Mary KJ and surprise me just a second and surprise me because your war position now shakwaya Bobia Boa my one no more meanings or show muscle or no need to your school fees or more rents. Meet me with some questions. I wouldn't have any years. Yes. And in any panning and the spirit of giving. And I give in the entire classroom. Sure. Say young coupon boy, we now they also in charge there, their own jet. But Obobia from day one, maybe be a dinner cotinama. So I'm so excited for her being the head for that agency. Yes. Never born a chidom, onion ye. Yeah.
That's fine. But I don't know, sir, also what here. Unim say Monsono. Enche mo internal elections the more be shall say from somebody any branch, right?
Yes.
From branch up to national
process in this branches here.
Okay. Okay. So I'm on to abano. I think I'm on for IFA forms anyway. Good. And I think I saw a video and no pay from Mustafa Gbande.
Yeah.
Yes, Mustafa Gbande, Deputy General Secretary, I think, for the NDC.
We were Kennedy camp. Uko tena fidie so a o se Kennedy ti ya bie so Kennedy ntiapo yete committee a Kennedy wo ma wo ye secretary na nipa na de obetwero bi wo de obeka bia obefa
oh na say as politician omo ti ase say in the heat of elections
I'm a politician na no me hu omo committee no e na me ko treat ade say to my comrades out there we a case study mamo internal elections na ye be ko no support pani bi na okasa be watchful and okay say na me betra studio ha da biaka sensem na omo ka no ma hwe yo mbenya problem obi me tie sisi me ni me da achi nti se na pani bi so okọ flag bearer na me kodi na chi a ya me na me kwaje cross na so akọ keka nsem bi ochina ya be bo akire me Eric I will never and ever do it and you know me so when they started those filthy comments we told them. So those who spoke against some of the flag bearers so imagine in Yejumo why you say no and no money na the same committee you think they can work together and somebody told you somewhere or say you incited Monkofo who is inciting your party base even now your party there's actual base in your party the base so yeah we show them well but one thing that I want them to get it clear and he say internal contest they should always be measured
in someone back
hey obi me President Mahama in the first term I wasn't appointee na me regional executive say
yes
and fear 9 na me my appointment da President Mahama ba opposition a oye na adwen so onko biem no ye na ne yesoro ya empire ne se da bi obeden obesin aba aside that na nkofo we party no mo wa ambition ahodo but omo hu se party for no dodo na pewe no ene ye nyina edi akiri ebeto da obi betimi aka kasa ne bia manatwi but na enye one too many
okay
they make cannot imagine
yes
so yeah ye mo me the committee me hu ye na mani age because yeah jeti adada na because nipa na ewom no ebi mu nsem o mo keka record no wo ho do ebebo se wo obeka kire se alaji ba omia na ka ho na economy ni feel na na ka policy committee ho na wa ba be ka kire se what mazo policy committee be there account no and then you are there to champion something better because you are not going to be the head, he's still the head. Anameboa
yes
obeka kire se alaji ba omia inflation should took of 54.something%. He was the then head of economic management team within your internal election, so he said all these things. Say Alaji Baumia couldn't manage the dollar and the cedi into a wine say near the mo party shenisa. And such person is part of the policy committee or the catchers allergic as I any. Obi, Mamma Benchato woman. I can fool baby say Dia Batabua.
Nicha a chana.
What I say? Dia say Batabua. Nicha a chana. Once at it in penny for a casa no more the be and a casa. Ye mwati says assembly or now kana wan kan year. Ebesia ba so. Inti ye kase o to bo ban
esan ba.
Inti committee no bo no mo to bo ban no. Eno na aba no. Me das.
Eric Jane ye ten nka no. Cause you mean reaction to and the fact that other aspirants they coaches.
Asema o kan won tiase. Yes, say oh your phone sir. Officer ya santinisi obi ofiana. Oh share na say obunu. O ya kan ni. Na ya kan me bi say onye untitwi ni nsin obi enti bebre na obu no. Oh your phone sir. Wa share o de. Me ba me bua no onwene ho. O ja say yen tonton sansan no ya wie na ba ni edidi agro. Munkoto tontun sansan nimpo nti yesremo mo diaba obi diaba na obi die nam kwaso babia wodwa ye for ye no o ti ase me no me trumi kan fa ho enti emma NDC form be starting preaching about internal contest obi can be Dr. Dufo only Mahama call contest. I said, man, one can find his like your money. Man, can so a drunkard. Oh yeah, there was a statement. Well, there was a statement from his camp to the effect say that was the case. And they obey president to appoint a advisor, presidential advisor. What are we talking about? As a many can be. Enti adia bakwa politicians ye tiasie and say the obi kind in the heat of the movement, utumi in Sembiba. It's unfortunate. Me who free platform be so because na me too full. Say if contest ye we are ye besa ye juma together eti mind them statements. Na me Eric Kasano na o kamomo o si mumu bi. You see enye ye nyina o kamoa it makes you look like ye nyina. Ye mu bi ekeka nsembia na enya kono. Which was unfortunate. And like I said, me who free platform be so because now me tufu na omuntie. Most of me can say me call wedding we also. Me wo self boy be by be chia me sre na me chia no. But o shen to kwa bi on me call platform be so because or support to be me ya ba o me. But eni ye na anwumre no ye nyina ye call party office. All the aspirants, Kennedy, Edutum, Cabinet Japan, Brian, be Jina ho, etuomanum to say, dear Moedino, Omundinko, Diakano, ye be de ya holding a better anymore. Na, at the contra make us a mean church and I said, Mukan say, and your committee back any a call for me, yo. There are two sides of the story, I'm saying, or on Tiasa, I mean, church anymore. Ye call amendment to our constitution there were some standing committees or say constitution akase yenye na emi hodada enti by virtue of say constitution akase munye sa committee we no na was say party establish those committees because na eni ho the finance committee by main starting free throw. The Finance Committee, Electoral Affairs Committee, Disciplinary Committee, and then the Policy Committee, which is one of the committee, not all Kahua Assembly.
Okay.
And there were Organizational Committee, and there were Research Committee. Yes. And there were Communication Committee. That's the first time one. That's the first time one. Yeah, what Communication Committee. Now, the sectorial committees, no, you can even say a subcommittee of the Policy Committee.
Of the Policy Committee, sure.
A subcommittees.
Policy Committee,
Policy Committee, no,
chaired by Kojo Ponkroma.
Yes.
Dr. Kwesinya Mebefi, secretary.
Yes.
Members, no. Antoine Tibudakon, Osei Chemen Sabonsu, Kweku Kwatin, Muhammad Amin Adam, Gideon Boakon, Kabiru Tia Mahama, Jimaima Nunu, Mutaka Alolo, and Evron Hughes.
Yes.
That's the policy committee.
Obisi Yakofa almost supported by Omiankwana committee. Kwesi Kwatin did not support Baumia.
Kweku
Kwatin did not support Baumia. No, but say who can be. It the understanding yen tiasie wonyo nwan say ye de asem no call council no council my directives be say na munye no and sa na ye no it's the me kan ye no party there a party agro ibidin so no abetena he watu bi ama Bandi.
Yes.
Say Bandi appointing to no only measured in his politics. I don't think say Bandi tia obefa no anything because obviously ni colleague na kasachre no. Amanyuku no intini say dey can be mamin can be. Obia free obia to me free the mind. Inti no nya ade bia say na obi can say no can say ebinu mu kasa no was unfortunate.
Yes.
But it's over. Yen ye boy de ho ban ye krukra ye de omo ba
very well inti
ready no okay say Callistus amaleta
yes
first one in short ama omo say muntie na munfa ntum ho fo or the buy as an afutuo to omo ba no krampo no omo ko thank you to omo wie da gusu ko omo ye jogging and say mu say jogging am say ebinum call jogging na che o ya say omo so a eja omo twies kama posters ebo omudin so twies kama posters bo omudin na omo so eja omo obi ye ne de ti na omo no obi sa agro no ebe ye de unim your friend is saying boga titin wako boga titin da
dabi
okay omo agro no be sin boga titin
What time you be aka wonga say?
Oh, that be I said draw be so atrema. Intino no anu
But Eric, the all can no say if you're a member of the NDC, you don't have to be too excited because the adam nim no who nim the adam nim. And more the other look very competitive than
Landi na me de time ya me de come answer. Say me de me party for no. We ye bebunu. Na penny bi petumi ne. Na obedi na chi aka nsem bia oso obedru se sa pani no
yes
udru samre na nsem na aka ne no ene de bejaje o ende bia meka mekoso zo aka yakọ internal elections I would be my political party bia take his stance we were ha but me Eric AJ meaning baby me free ni baby ameko very difficult so betimi anya se makoke kasi and say those things are the thought that say the menu aka na committee me ba
yes
but me media ni say internal elections ebai mo kasa na mo mu bi mutu mo ho for to say the okasa ofi platform bi so woman say what attack you be that one there I know
yes
but say to da na say nipa na amoni omonam no bi attack you be wan hwe ani attribute say mu nyina mafa mabopo na esi ba konko ntina make say ejuma amaye nyina say this is the first time at communication committee Nkofo ye dem ko positions are communicators ya na mode omate
mo na that's what committee
new said benaba injury players na ya say every group o mo na e de omo aba
do fear some
what I say nti nipa na omo ba na nothing new
na so can say a lot of these committees before they are inaugurated it will be populated. Other people.
One thing I like about them is so musia the musia. Okay, say who position no. This committee okay pa. Na me boss na in charge. Ye niema we ma. Ewie no. Enkofo bi mu kura committee ni pressure di be si so na man fa yanka o mayi the party no. E was enka me could trade metimi akasa. But the niema mu ye dim re bia na e penipa mo pi no na ya kasa kakra bi. Nti we ni na mo de test say omunya mamu o betimi abu.
The Organ Communications Committee na Nana Komia na chairman. Richard Ahiagba secretary. Florence Oboshi Sai Kofi senior ono ye member.
Say Richard Ahiagba current communication
director yes.
Yeah, party a man appointment.
Yes.
Now you form a communication committee for the party in opposition. Now you sign on any secretary, echo phobia chamber, any chairman.
Oh, that we say because of communications committee. Eric T. When still our boss, Sammy Gyamfi, National Communications Officer.
Yes.
But when him say mo communications director.
Yeah. Yes, structure na wo ho no sa na e opri
enti bi omusua mo structure na wo so anasa omusua from best practice.
Yes, at the neck level. No, at the neck level enti na ono no ya ni titi enti ono no ya ni secretary no. You see wo hwe ni tra. And another point but mama chere mu kakra. Richard 1 minute is very important. Yeah, constitutional amendment no. Who's the first not communication director appointed.
Yes.
Now he's going to be elected. If Richard doesn't come back as director and somebody else is appointed, that person can be a member of the committee.
Somebody else is elected.
Somebody else is elected. Sure. Sorry, I'll elect you before Friday.
Yes.
Nipan be a member of the committee, but Richard, by being a secretary, can still be a secretary. But what I say, he's a very senior communicator.
We know.
Yeah. So why are you saying
but me say. Say
Sammy
Gyamfi say injury players ya na ba nipa ye wo mu hwana no ni aban bo
Oboshi Sai Kofi
no ni aban
Kojo Opon
no ni aban
Gideon Boako
no ni aban
George Anda
no ni aban
Fati Abubakar
no ni aban
Akwesi Ajeman
no omo nyina they were part of the previous administration
Perioku Jeto
the mess
Yawadoma Kobe
why on the come on the wanya we
Dennis Miracles
and when I make sure say
Sophie Tonto
I
Haruna Mohammed Dr. Ekwia Mwako
Chaso
Kwame Bafo Abronye
champion man
and a prince
say we be a TV kura
and a prince
asemo make catch on say injury players na omode o man no call into a ditch omo anaga na ye ho kire omo na omo communicate omo kakasa ya no nya omo ana ya say regroup omo miracle catch you say NDC na wa ban mu a nka dollar cedi na nam 22 cedis okay ha no be kan no. And now what's the miracle about so no match there's a dollar and number 11 point something. And
that's all Baron can you that's what they call
and I made sure
why you were
topic
can say so who feel say your team I select no and your papa and so Ukra Esther
Obi me buy first topic
Eric what you call you what you call my bet you because team B no
Obi they me person senior and say I got be my
okay no problem yeah but watch the space watch the space is the most important thing
and say national apology tour now
mona mo be come your mistake actually mo be come your mistake actually
okay we thank you to mom
just say boni amodidi ye nyina mo koda ya se say Obi
now mona me come your problem actually
me back on senior what I say you now was say come render unqualified apology to Ghanaians but you in opposition earlier stage no more acted to say the mo ye na so Ghana for any
Eric I think you should be worried say at this in this way of more term no the largest opposition party etimia forming sector specific committees alternative policies to my buying because almost starting mono you may not get the time to do this
abana be kwa akoto no form for na leaders na mono mode am pe chia mo wosoro ho no you think that's
what you say me baby
obenya time obi na wo de intina me catch you say Baumia indirectly no in the national executives at the top before national elections.
It's not true.
Enti senior kasa no say
it's not true.
So obi you a good
it's
journalist. Obusa ne question bi say. Nkofo no mo ye mu from parliament no mo de o maba committee na so. Di mo cry a committee head ne ade ade.
On your committee head or ranking.
Yes,
at the committee
level.
Yes,
and a senior beka che wo say that is why I do omo nyina ka ho na nsem bi o mbeka ne nyina be fa yes ane so ane yewundi obeka. Ho na me kofa as Amazon policy ne ba ya. Say they just want to restrict opinions because say anti committee amfa Kennedy ameka ho na Kennedy start so okasa. Hey. Ya amfa kwabna Japan ameka ho no start so okasa be ne no party ne yetemu mu nyina. Asema e wose nka onu nya kwan obeka no yesi menu akwabna nsafo se kwadwo nsafo anenka.
Yes.
Nti ofa nchen ko kan committee ne kura betimi reprimand ne say we yen soma. We are all politicians. We've been in opposition before. So the problem in your party, and then me who videos was polling station, yes, says people kind of book no be I there was then the conference, you know. So the problem no never form ho. You try very any jar form problem no. And you about top. You about top because do na prefer say winner was here then a flag bearer.
Okay.
Inti yemra ni chinchina atwa yenyina ma party no. Inti ye ni we na kagu na so say masa ye na ye do ba yo inti form cabinet no osoro ha cabinet ye party executive cabinet pay you win election no untimi nkasa
the cabinet ni the committee
opposition cabinet we won be control inflation no until the team no hwe ye ni abro na sticker anka ho
list way no ebi obeba later dia we di ni di
na say
and so more popular no can want in the ABI economy
but why sticker nka ho your statement
sticker for a finance minister because alaji ba wo mi
other topics about discussion and some kwa we how we now going to now move on
osimo ye just deputy minister and no ntimi nya ne MPP can overata so we no dwane ye
but said na possible akoyo
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase na so far so good say open online portal e wo Ghana nipa share nipa follow nipa comment here to my best of knowledge without any biases PENDREAM TV